Today's episode must be sponsored by Ashton Kutcher, cause all y'all's about to get punked. Welcome to the show, I'm Larry Madavina, and this week I want to talk about swatting. And if you don't know what swatting is, it's basically somebody gets the great idea to call 911 and tells them that inside some house there's a murder or a hostage situation going on. And so 911, being the responsible peoples that they are, they send a SWAT team out, and the SWAT team busts down the door, and they go in with their guns raiding and trying to figure out what the problem is, and then they find somebody who's just playing games on Twitch. And over the weekend, a news story was circulating that a 15-year-old boy had done multiple swatting pranks and was finally being charged with 25 years in prison. Now, for better or for worse, this story was absolutely false, so you, I guess, technically are free to swat to your heart's content and cost about $10,000 every time you do it. But come on, internet, isn't swatting old news by now? It's been happening to Twitch streamers for the last year or so, and we've seen it happening as far back as about 2008. Now, if you follow Call of Duty logic, just it being a year old means it's time for Swatting the sequel. Now, we could go with the traditional ramp up from swatting and try a new prank called mob clobbering. This would involve calling your nearby mobster and saying that you know where Jimmy Two Fingers, that rat who won't pay up, is located. And you know this will work because every single mobster out there has at least one Jimmy Two Fingers who won't pay up. And so 30 to 40 minutes later, you're gonna get to enjoy yourself while the door is getting busted in, and there's Big Paulie ready to bust the kneecaps of the unsuspecting Twitch streamer who's just trying to entertain you by playing Bagel 2. And if that happens to be too mild for you, then you can go with the intense version, Assassin Blasting. Now, Assassin Blasting is a premium service, and this one will actually cost you money, and when I say money, I mean a lot of money. So you probably won't be able to pull this one off unless you have a stolen credit card or three. Now, something that's called Assassin Blasting should be a little bit obvious, and frankly, it is. You ain't gonna see the assassin in this one, but you're definitely gonna make sure the Twitch streamer goes out with a bang, like a gun bang, like pow, 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 pow. Now, if you are willing to spend a little bit of money, but not quite enough to afford a hitman, you could always do a little thing called cheese chucking. Cheese chucking involves calling your local Chuck E. Cheese and asking them to do a direct-to-door birthday party. Now, normally they won't do this, but if you just explain that little Billy's a paraplegic and stuck in bed and it's his birthday, and all he wants is for Chuck and the gang to come down, hang out, and maybe bring a couple pizzas, they may reluctantly do it. Now, this one's especially great because what's better than seeing Chuck E. Cheese playing Halo 3 with your favorite Twitch streamer? And if you're super lucky, he will bring the entire gang of these awful, freakishly terrible B-grade, C-grade, D-grade mascots. Now, if costume mascots bring up a couple too many repressed memories, you could always try flash mobbing. Find your favorite flash mob group on Facebook or LinkedIn, give them a time, a date, a location, and just tell them to dance their spontaneous hearts out. Tell them it's a real Footloose situation, and only they could solve all the unhappiness in this home with their random, spontaneous dance moves that are not at all random, just seemingly random. And if none of these suit your fancy, you could always go with my favorite brand new prank, drone striking. Just call up the Department of Homeland Security, tell them that the Twitch streamer that you want to target is just housing terrorists in the basement, and before you know it, well, they're not gonna be streaming no more. It's just gonna be like dup 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 dup. Explosion. That is what I call a top-notch prank. And by following all of my simple steps here right here today, you would be the prank king. You can be laughing all the way to the bank. And by the bank, I probably mean prison. And that is all the time we have left for today. Do you have any good Twitch pranks in mind that I didn't have in my brain? Leave those in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe for even more incriminating ideas next time on Game Gush.